And boom, we are live. What's up, everybody? It is Mr. Drew welcoming you to another episode of the Andrew Gorshevsky Experience. This is going to be episode 570, Windows, Part 3. Let's just pick up where we left off. Man, this monster. And then, like, everything that I just did. I'd be like, dang. You know what I mean? Like me just drawing all those lines that I just did so far tonight. Yeah, me just doing that alone. It's like I get myself a pat on the back for just drawing some consecutive lines. They're not even straight edge or drawn with a ruler or anything like that. And like that's the aim. It's like how do I get that effect without having to put in, I don't want to say without having to put in that effort, you know what I mean? You're always putting in some sort of effort, you know, if you care. Alright. What was I gonna do? Do I wanna continue with it? Yeah, let's just do that. What am I watching now? You know what? What if I do this? Sorry about this. Let me just oh man. Oh man. What's going on? I'm just trying to set up some background noise. I put on something that I thought was gonna be like a visual, like a video that came with visuals, but it looked like it was just like a conversation. I was like, I don't want to just look at two people talking. Alright. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, right. Now, if you recall, when I was drawing this the other day, maybe last week or something, I was like getting thrown off. I was getting thrown off by the perspective of this picture because it's like because of the way that the 3-point perspective is going and the fact that it's like a short lens perspective and all that other stuff. Like the horizontal lines were camouflaged in with the vertical lines. And it's just like, oh, you know? You know, it's like drawing props. I had to take time off to draw props. Sometimes, on some things, right? And that's how I'm like, even with the time that I did take off to like really super loosely sketch environments just to try to get a natural handle on like placement of a horizon line. You know, perspective, buildings in it, 1 point, 2 point, and all that good stuff. You know, the occasional 3 point. Nothing like this. Nothing like what I'm working on here. But like working on all that stuff, I was like, amount of time and effort that went into like trying to learn all that stuff to just draw props and vehicles and stuff like that. I'm like thinking that effort and equal effort will have to go into drawing like buildings, you know? And like I said, I don't even know any artists that kind of focus on that stuff. I don't even think I've ever even like looked up architectural artists ever. Like I've looked up prop artists and environment artists, and I've seen what they do, and a lot of it is like fantasy. And it's what's cool about like the whole fantasy aspect is it's a whole lot of like nature. It's like less sci-fi, which would be a little bit more like, dystopian stuff like cities and buildings and structures like that. I think like the closest stuff I have is like Ghost in the Shell stuff, Cowboy Bebop stuff, and then this Akira stuff. Maybe that's just what I need to do, is take whatever books I have now and just like study their environments a little bit from time to time, like depending on what I'm working on. Like I'm sure I got some like books that can like contribute some ideas, and then just take whatever they got and use it. See, like as tedious as all this like environment drawing is that I'm doing right now, it's still fun, just because it's still all just like loose illustration, just freehanding it. See, unfortunately, at least with this picture, I got enough going on with her, like where her body is, that I don't know if I need to really put in that much more information as far as the what the thing that feeds me the most kind of like excitement about working on environments, including what I was just showing with the Akira manga, and some of the pictures I was showing you there, as far as like Akira's Blast, and even this picture right here, something I've been thinking about the entire time, because my focus was always like characters and anatomy and things like that. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's like I try to find like the anatomy in something, so that way at least it'll like speak to me in a way for me to understand it. And this picture here, as far as like this environment goes, and this picture here, and the Akira Blast, both of those things, they really look like eyeballs to me. Like this looks like an eyeball to me, as far as like this kind of being the pupil, and then the iris, you know what I mean, and how it all kind of shoots out from the pupil here, you know what I mean. Like I kind of see an eyeball for the most part, and then you got these lines, these bridges drawn across it to break it up, and then you have the character the subject that's the focus. So that way it's not like really all that scene, but thinking about this as an eyeball like helps me like be like, oh, okay, maybe I can draw 3-point perspective, dystopian future, downtown, cityscape, this, that, and the other, all that stuff. It's because it's like, oh, it's an eyeball. Okay, now I got to draw the next picture. Is it another eyeball? I don't know. But like looking at the Akira Blast, as far as like the that black energy and the clouds of debris and smoke coming off of it, and then like the city like amongst the clouds and all that stuff, like that whole sphere circular design look that was happening in the midst of all that destruction. It was like to me it was like, oh, it's an eyeball. Like that's what I see. So when I see it as an eyeball, it's just like, oh, okay, I could draw that now. I could draw my interpretation of it. I got all sorts of understandings of like eyeballs. Back when I had like 3D classes, I like modeled like characters, and there's so many like tutorials on how to model like certain parts of characters and things like that. And I just remember like there's a whole breakdown of how to 3D model an eye, and to capture the, you know, the layers of the pupil, the iris, the whole eyeball itself, and you know what I mean, and just anything and everything around it and involved with it. To model all that stuff, it's like, oh, okay, so I can understand it for the sake of character creation. So then when I see like a city here and it's like, oh, it's an eyeball to me, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I could draw that. You know, you got this kid, he has a superpower, and he could energy blast if he loses control of it and all this other stuff. And it's like his energy blast when he devastates an entire, you know, an entire 20 block section of a whatever. It's like, but it's visualized like an eyeball. It's like, you know, it's like a gnarly thought. But it's like, okay, now I got something I can do. Where if it's just like, hey, draw somebody whose like power is explosion, and it's like, man, how am I gonna draw that? There's a million ways to do it. Man, draw this person that's dropping into a 3-point perspective of the dystopian, way crazy in the future, you know, cityscape, whatever. It's like, man, there's so many ways to draw that. What? What are they talking about? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Let's try to do some stuff with the character here, right? Alright, let me... Ooh. Alright, here we go. Actually, let me start. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. White, black. White, black, white, black. Okay. Okay. So I'll do light blues, dark blues. Okay. Need to refill this water. Give me a sec. Oh, we had 3.5 hours. All right. I still got like a couple hours left. Do I want to take a 15-minute break? I didn't think I was gonna take a break today, but I feel, because I thought like that book, breaking that, talking about Akira for a little bit was going to like relax me, but I should feel a little bit exhausted. I might want to take like a 15-minute break, and then I'm gonna come back, do her hair. She's gonna be really light, like she's more or less pretty much got all the color she's gonna get. I gotta throw color onto the controller, and you know, a little bit on her face, but mainly her hair. So I'm definitely gonna come back and do the hair. I didn't think I was gonna take a break, but I'm like, man, I'm feeling a little exhausted. I still got plenty of time left. So I was like, and it's already been 3.5 hours. So I'm gonna take a quick 15. I'm gonna grab a snack. I'm gonna relax for a second, cause I'm like, why am I so exhausted? I barely did anything, and it's like, oh yeah, this is incredibly difficult to do. And then talking about all that Akira stuff also. So yeah, come back, do the hair. It's gonna be light blues, dark blues, and then work the face. Probably, if I have time, work the controller, and then we'll see where we're at after that. But until then, be back in 15. All right. Cool. Let's do it. yeah, I gotta go through my watercolors to see if I got a proper red, because I want to throw red on the lips, but I really don't feel like looking for it. Should I look for it? It's just some lips. Let's see. Let me stop being lazy. You see if I got a decent red in here. If I do, I'll do it. If I don't, it's gonna be the end of it. But so far with this watercolor brand, it seems like all their reds are either pink or purple, and then they have orange. So they've got pinks, purples, and orange. And I just need me just a straight red, Crayola red. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how you not gonna have just straight up red? See, tangerine, so that's like an orange, golden brown. Look at that raspberry. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I have any problem. Look, cherry red, but it looks purple. Fuchsia. I know that one's pink. Alright. Ooh. So yeah, that's gonna have to be it. That'll be it for this one, man. I am mentally exhausted. Like, my brain is just like, I might start rereading that Akira stuff, man. I might go back and reread some of that Akira. Just because, man. So I want to thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching me do a little bit of more detailed painting on top of all the flats that I threw down. Finally got around to painting the character, all that other stuff. Did a little bit of reading books, looking at the manga panels from Akira's third book. And yeah, man, I would suggest that to anybody. To anybody. If they can read, if you read books, if you like them, if you don't like them, if you're into anime, if you're into comic books, if you're into manga, if you're into manga and you haven't read it, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And then anything at all, man. Just it's way crazier than the movie. I'll just leave that there. So yeah, man, thanks for stopping by. I'm G Mr. Drew. At G Mr. Drew on all socials. Follow, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. gdrew.art, the website is right there. Check it out. Links to everywhere. And yeah, man, I'm working on like a commission right here. This is a dragon tier commission on my Patreon. So check out the Patreon. Look at all the different tiers that I have there. I got a tiger, oni, dragon, kami tier commissions on the Patreon, so look at those for commissions if you're interested. I'll draw anything and everything. And man, just maybe you just want me to draw buildings for you. Watch me struggle. Merch stores, code 2024 on the Big Drip store and the Impressions part out for 50% off. That's code 2024. You go to the store, it says it at the top of the page, so you know, that way you won't forget it. But it's whatever year we're in. So yeah, check those out. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with the with the workout videos for the Monday cleanse, so we can wash off the weekend and move forward. Anyways, man, thank you. Love y'all. Peace.